会儿我们就先看那个。27、28秒，怎么样了？给我开始了吗？开始了吗？现在可以说了吗？过去了，我可以说了吗？还没开始啊。Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of iChongqing's channel. This is iChongqing. Today's live stream is about China's game industry, which is really a significant topic that I wanted to talk about all along. Because Chongqing is now so related to this global game industry right now, there are games like Dyson Sphere program, like this one. Do you guys remember this one? And the amazing cultivation simulator. And today's game that we are going to explore with My Time at Sandrock. They were all developed by Chongqing's game companies, and most people didn't even know this. Joining us today are Chris Su, and the brand manager of Pathia company, and Sound of Mystery, Chinese content creator, Chinese localizer, a Bilibili content creator, and Jian Yan, right, the general manager of Chongqing Software Park. We are going to talk about the game industry and market in Chongqing and China. And we have our journalist, Bridget, in the Pathia company, who is going to play the very popular game on Steam. It's called My Time at Sandrock. This one, remember, we just show you. And this one was released in May this year, and it sold 300,000 copies, on Steam. This game was rated as overwhelmingly positive, 85% positive. A short clip about this game, My Time at Sandrock. Let's see how pretty and how amazing this game is. Watch. It's a great game, and we are going to explore the game later with our journalist Bridget in the Pathia company. If you like games and wanted to talk about how the game industry influenced the economy and technology, please stay tuned with us, like and share this live stream video, and subscribe to support us. Thanks. I think we could start our conversation today with some general information about China's digital economy, right? From 2017 to 2021, the scale of China's digital economy increases from 4 trillion US dollars to 6.7 trillion US dollars, with an average annual compound growth rate of 13.6%, and its proportion in China's GDP increased from 32.9% to 39.8%, becoming the main driver of this country's economic growth. We have another data from 2017 to 2021. China's data output increased from 2.3 zettabytes to 6.6 zettabytes, accounting for 9.9% of the world's total, ranking second in the world again. And let's take a look at another data about China's game market and industry. In 2021, the actual sales revenue of China's game market reached 43 billion US dollars. It's really amazing. The sales revenue of self-developed games in overseas markets was 18 million US dollars, an increase of 2.5 billion US dollars compared with last year. If the statistics can show you how big China's game industry and market are, you can Google Tencent, a leading tech company of China, or NetEase, also a leading tech company that owns a lot of games. Then you can easily find connections between these tech giants in China and the global game industry. So to understand this trend, we have some really smart and professional people with us in this industry to share their real experience with great examples. So the first person I wanted to talk with is Chris Su, the brand manager of the Pathia company. Welcome today. Pathia company is a local game company in Chongqing with their great works like My Time at Pathia and this sequence, My Time at Sandrock. So, Chris, please introduce your job at the company and the main business or product of Pathia company.
Hi, my name is Chris. I'm the brand manager of Pathia Games. And Pathia Games is a video game studio based in Chongqing, China. And we produce and sell games to global market and
on different platforms, right?
Yeah. Across different platforms like PC, mobile, and console platform.
Mm-hmm.
And so far we have already developed 4 products, in which My Time at Pathia and the sequel My Time at Sandrock is by far the most popular, with both games with a combined copies of 2.8 million copies sold.
Wow.
Yeah, so far. Yeah.
Wow. There's a report that I read. It picked up the leading 10 out of 52 games company in Chongqing, and the Pathia company ranked the top. This report also says, on the basis that existing manufacturers have been made achievements, big game companies have begun to join, and policies have begun to help the industry. Chongqing in the future is bound to become the next gathering place for the game industry after Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen. I think it's really a nice trend in the future. So why did you guys choose Chongqing to establish the Pathia company?
It actually has 2 reasons. The first reason is our founder, Zifi Wu. He was born in Chongqing, but he moved to America when he was a kid with his family, and therefore he worked there, studied there for about 20 years, and he decided to come back in 2009. At that time, players in the Western market, Western players, they don't have a very good impression on Chinese games. They feel like Chinese games are known for, let's say, copycat, quick money grabs. And so he wanted to change that impression. And he decided to relocate back to China, to Chongqing, to his hometown, and they established a video game company. And that's the first reason. Second reason is that establishing a video game studio in China, especially in Chongqing, is much significantly cheaper than if it was in America because of the cost of living, the cost of labor and stuff like that. So especially for startups, that you need to develop experience, accumulate the product before you can make a really successful game. That is very important because you save a lot of money.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we relocate in China and start our own business.
So Chongqing does have some advantages for game developers, right? Also, especially startups, right? I have some data of your company. Please correct it if I'm wrong. It said that in 2021, the total sales of Pathia company's games have exceeded 2 million copies, like you just shared, with revenue in the tens of millions of dollars. More importantly, 70% of the company's sales and 80% of this revenue came from overseas market. So what's the most important feature of the Pathia games? What do you think?
So the difference is between us and maybe some of the other Chinese studios is that we design the game based on a global taste. So from the characters, from the game stories, background, gameplay, we set up the standard that can be accepted by global players across the world. And that is very important because let's take Disney as an example. They make movies all of although a lot of the movies actually have some cultures and from other backgrounds, other cultural backgrounds, but the thing is they can be accepted. They made it in a way that it can be accepted by the global audiences. So we're kind of doing the same thing. So although there are different cultures, cultural differences between China and the West, but the feelings are the same. Really, love, friendships, family, the core values are still the same. So as long as we can, make games based on these core values, I think people will understand it. And we got writers from Western countries as well. So that's I guess is how we sell the games good in the Western market. Yeah.
So it's all about the storytelling. You make the game more accessible for most of the players worldwide, right?
Yeah, the storytelling and the gameplay.
And the gameplay is okay. So speaking of players, we have a brilliant Chinese localizer, a great Bilibili content creator, Sound of Mystery, connecting with us right now. This is a short clip of his gaming career. Watch.
嘿，大家好，我是明之声，欢迎来到 Ludum Dare， 还是第49届 Unstable 不稳定主题的72小时多人组测评选。出现不稳定的时候，拍打它的侧面。扫雷无法打开扫雷，内存不够，请安装或下载更多的内存。让我想想，其实是不是这样？这样就行了。时间是不是刚好 OK 呢 ？OK， 哎，怎么带反了？我头呢？我头在这边是不是就必须要用上我们的骑士灵魂来像马一样走路了？好的，幸亏高度集中啊，只加1点火力啊，移动过去之后呢，其实是会失去这个效果，还挺危险的。哦，上方有一个困军游斗，也是一张条件牌，它只在边缘起效。于是我们就有了更多的条件火力牌，好吧。
Hello. Hi.
Hi,
nice to meet you. So can you introduce yourself and share with us how you start your gaming career?
Hi all, Sound of Mystery here. I provided a Chinese translation for games like Slate Spire, Dead Cells, Katana Zero, including one you've seen, Shotgun King, in the previous video. So when Let's Play video first became popular in China, apart from games available in Chinese, most players are playing the Japanese game because Chinese ACG culture was heavily influenced by Japanese websites like Nico Nico. I played and watched English games a lot, and I thought it was a pity that many interesting and unique games were not accessible to Chinese gamers. So I started making videos about those games, and they are still the main work of my current works.
Wow. And tell me about your proportion of the domestically produced or foreign games that you currently are playing, because I know you've been playing lots of games, no matter it's made at abroad and at home.
Well, as I just said, I still cover foreign games foremost, but in recent years, I was involved in a lot of domestic game jams and similar events, and have enjoyed playing lots of Chinese indie games. I don't really think there's only a single way to develop the game industry in terms of going overseas, since some of the most fun I've had are with games that are unique to our own cultural experiences. For example, just this year, there's a game released called 文字游戏, literally word game or play on words. Its core mechanic is to manipulate the Chinese characters in different ways and influence and change the game world. It's literally an untranslatable game that can only be played by people who can read Chinese. And I think it's great to have a game like that. Similarly, lots of popular games are dripped in local culture and history, like the Rewinders or cultivation games like the Amazing Cultivation Simulator or Tale of Immortal. I firmly believe that you don't have to cater to a global audience to attract them.
Yeah, and we've been talking about the popularity of domestic games overseas, and Chris mentioned about the storytelling and the gaming experience. And how about you? And in your opinion, what's the main reasons of this trend?
Well, the ones I just mentioned mostly tell a Chinese story, but more universal stories are great too. And just like we've seen, Pathia games have really carved out a niche in the RPG and live sim games genre. My time at Pathia and my time at Sandrock have a fictionalized setting with a diverse cast and tons of things to do. So it's a very universal story, and I'm not surprised they've become popular with overseas gamers, as well as domestic ones. Chongqing is also home to the recent success story of Dyson Sphere program, and that game was originally made by a team of only 5 people. And Bilibili, the video site that I publish my content on, got into gaming in recent years and have released interesting titles like Warm Snow and Soda Crisis. And we are all eagerly waiting for the release of Party Animals. All these games might not have lots of Chinese elements, but their successes prove that there are no shortage of great developers in China, and there's no wrong way to tell a story. And all this is without going to mobile games, where it's already kind of dominated by Chinese companies.
Okay, so you've mentioned the Dyson Sphere program, right? This one. And this one is developed by a Chongqing-based game company, the Dyson Sphere program. It is a sci-fi sandbox construction game with space, adventure, exploration, and factory automation elements. The player joins the project codenamed Dyson Sphere program, initiated with the space agency Cosmo, right? It's Cosmo, right? Never played it, and carries out the factory construction and resource management from the perspective of God to build their own Dyson Sphere. I have some information about these two games, okay, because I wanted to introduce how great these games from Chongqing they are. The game hit the Steam platform in early access in January 2021. It topped the Steam national and global hot list in just 45 minutes of launch, selling more than 315,000 copies in its first week of release, and surpassing 1.7 million copies by September 2021. It should be noted that the player spaces has also maintained a high degree of recognition and of this game, and the Steam reviews so far have been overwhelmingly positive, 97% positive. It's really impressive. And the other game that we mentioned about is this one, and also Sound of Mystery just talked about is that the other game, the amazing cultivation simulator, it was launched on the Steam platform in early access in January 2019 and the official version in November 2020. This was quoted from a report and not from us. It is worth mentioning that in the early days of the game's launch, it received a lot of bad reviews from the players because the early content was too similar to another game, RimWorld. I guess this situation just came up with just connected with what Chris just mentioned. It's like some early situation about the game, right? Like Chinese game oversees their comments on this. But however, with the team's continuous update and optimization of the content, the game's reputation has also improved. And as for now, the game's rating on Steam is particularly positive, 97%. In July 2021, the publisher of this game mentioned that the cumulative sales of the games had exceeded 1 million copies. This is really significant. So I'm going to take off this picture off our screen. And this data and information about these games are really made us really amazed by this game industry development in Chongqing. And I have another questions about our content creators right now. You've been uploaded over 600 gaming videos on your channel. What drives you to update content? Also, I want to know what factors do you consider when you are testing or trying a new game?
Well, I both make videos and stream nowadays, and I would be considered a variety streamer by Western definition. I also streamed the amazing cultivation simulator when it launched, but that's mostly because I know the developer and publisher of the game. I have been covering free and indie games since the very beginning and have made like 100 videos on different game jams like Ludum Dare and GMTK in recent years. Of course, I play AAA games as well, but for me, it's always the fresh experiences and amazing creativity you could find in those smaller, unique games. And it's always a joy to discover games before they were known to the great public, witnessing their development progress along the way.
So the development progress is one of the key points for experienced players like you, right? And Chris, just can you share us what's the key point of game development?
So actually every part is important, but apart from the part that, as I mentioned previously, having a global mindset in developing the game, another very important point is that the selection of content. You can make it's very hard to make a game based on, let's say, water margin, a very ancient Chinese novel. If you want to make it, and it's not going to be easily accepted by the Western players because like they don't understand the cultural context. Mm-hmm. So if you are making a game that's towards the global market, the selection of content and everything is very important. Yeah.
And what do you think? How do you think of the game products should be innovated under this really intense competition of this industry?
I think you should not innovate just for the sake of innovation. We need to game developers. We are a bunch of game developers. Everyone have different experience, different backgrounds, and they watch different movies, they watch different novels, so they all have their experience. So when we come up with ideas, it's a process of accumulate ideas collectively, and so once ideas being shared, we have like low brainstorm, and the innovation will naturally came up, and we merge, we learn stuff from everywhere and merge it together and shape our own world, and we will call it this innovation, and it does not happen just for the sake of innovation. Yeah.
Thank you. So we've been talking about this innovation part and what's the key point for the game developer, and the other key point to support this industry is the government strategy and policy. Chongqing Software Park, a comprehensive pilot demonstration park for the expansion and opening of the service industry in Chongqing, has attracted many well-known platforms for companies at home and abroad, right?
Yes.
As far as now, how many exactly platforms do?
Platforms? You mean talking about the game industry platform,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Actually, we have said service public platform. Actually, under this platform, we have 6 sub-platforms, such as talent service platform, financial service platform, and like ecological empowerment service platform. And we also have like technical service platform. To give, maybe for better understanding, I will give a brief explanation for talent service platform. That's what we are doing right now, and that's what we are going to do for the maybe like 4 or 5 years. And for example, there are 2 functions about the service platform, like recruitment and training. As we talk about recruitment, we talk about to help company to help people. That's what we're going to do. So we go to different campuses, colleges, and we go to different cities even. And we also do live broadcast recruitment. Because this year,
online, right?
Yes, right. So that's what we do. And if this is not enough, what we do is to customize the training talent for company. Like a project, I know we also do that same thing. Yes, we have trained like more than maybe even more than 1,000 people.
Wow.
Yes, and we have collaborated more than 60 universities and colleges. So people with colleges, graduates can go to companies to do the training, right? We also do with these companies, with these universities, colleges. We built like at least 5 training bases in game industry bases.
Wow.
Also, like we also do this graduate joint bases with colleges too.
Wow.
Yes, we do a lot of things about people because this is a very
that's
what companies do.
The talent is really important for gaming development.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so we are glad to see the platforms and the talent recruitment of the part for the game industry in this city. So let's get back to our gamers today, right? Bridget, hi. I'm gonna switch you to our main screen. Hi. You seem to have connecting problem right now because the image is kind of blurred. Is that signal problem?
Yeah. Thank you guys for sharing us so much interesting information. And now I'm just in the office of Pathia Games, which is located in Yuzhong district of Chongqing. And it's exactly where those interesting games were born. And later I'm going to experience their game, My Time at Sandrock. Yeah. And this game was released in May this year. And in just a few months, it has already been well received by domestic and foreign players due to its wonderful art styles and interesting games. And I hope that all of you and our audience are as curious as I am about what kind of company would be. Yeah. And what kind of
I'm sorry.
Yeah. What?
I have to interrupt you because the signal is quite quite not good. So if you can log out and try to log in again, maybe the connecting problem will solve.
Right.
Can you try it first? Because the audio is really awful.
Okay, all right. Wait a few seconds. Is it better now?
No, it's not. I'm sorry, guys, for this connecting problem. We will solve it. We will solve it in a really short time. And I'll just remove you guys and let you handle this situation. So we can talk about the game while they were fixing this, right? We can talk about the Porsche, no, my time at Sandrock, not Porsche.
Yeah.
It's the sequence of the former product, right? So what's the biggest, character of this game?
In the character?
Yeah. I see a lot of pretty characters, and I read a lot of comments on Steam, and they're saying that they love this character, they love this outfit, their appearance. So what's the main character of this game?
So we have the protagonist, which players play. It's the at the middle, which is the center point of the image.
Okay.
And we also got, I would say, probably, it's in the key visual image, Mian, which is the girl that's also a builder, same role as the protagonist, and is kind of has a competing role against, you made her in game and for a few times, and you need to complete some commissions from her and do some little competitions.
Okay.
And as you mentioned, characters definitely the one of the biggest part, if not the biggest part of the game, because we are a story-driven game, RPG game, and character has been the most important. And the characters like Mian, and also we got characters like Fang, and this is Justice, and all these characters has a lot of followers by gamers. Our gamers all in love or favor some of the characters, and especially considering we have like the romance system, you can marry some characters if you like. So this become one of the most important thing, and so we definitely leverage some of that when it comes to marketing and game development as well. So it's definitely one of the most important things when we design the game. Yeah.
This is great. For me, it's like my first time to understand this kind of RPG games, right?
Yep.
And we can go back to connecting with Bridget. Hi.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Now we can hear and we can see you, but the quality is not really high. But I think it's fine. I think it might be because of the temperature. Maybe it's too hot. It's boiling hot in our city. Whatever. I think it's okay. So glad to see you again. And what are you guys doing here?
Well, since I'm currently in the office of Pathia Games, I'm going to show you around to find out what kind of a company it is and what is the working atmosphere here. And shall we start? Yeah, I also invited Kitty from Pathia Games to join me. I'm Kitty from Pathia Games. Today I will just show you around the office.
I'm gonna go back with our comments while you guys are working. Here, our audience are saying hello to us. Hi, Hong. Hi, I'm sorry I didn't catch up earlier, but I've seen your comment. And China's gaming content is internationally known. Organized relationship game. It's obvious you are like a gamer, right? You like games. Cute hat. Okay. We're to our content creators.
Here we can see a photo wall.
Oh, photo wall.
Yeah. Maybe you can introduce us some of the. Is there any special moment of your company? Yeah.
I think maybe the anniversary, like this one, and also like this one. It's like every year we will take photo. Yeah, like this.
And the company has been established for 10 years back.
Yeah, yes. And this is like when I go to the exam communicate. Yeah. And this is like our anniversary launch, I think. Yeah, this year also. Yeah, this is the latest one.
Yeah. Very cool. You have a very big family.
Yeah, and now like we have over, I think, 200 employees here.
200?
Yes, I think 230. And this is our lobby. Like sometimes we'll have some guests to share some food. Yeah, we also will have some like fruits or snacks every day. So this one is, so this is the drafting for Super Basketball tournament. Yeah, like you can see. So this is the drafting for Super Basketball tournament. It's a competitive PvP sports game, and I think we will be seeing like on soon. Yeah. So it's
Long lobby.
So this is actually a new project, but it's a secret, so I have never seen it.
So how many departments do you have in this company?
I think drafting and HR office and marketing team. Yeah. So this is the marketing team. Like we do publishing and the marketing for the game, including my Sandrock. Yeah, we have different responsibilities like data analyst, community manager, and also PR. Like everyone has its different responsibility. Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
now we'll just go on a very long lobby. So I'll just book.
So it seems like your company has involved all the process in the game production.
I think maybe not physically.
All right.
So yeah, now here we come. This is the whole drafting for Sandrock. Yeah, the whole lobby is all for Sandrock. So we actually start the series with a diversity team. Like we wanna like people from all the world accept our game. So we have a lot of foreign colleagues work with us. So that's also, I think that's also why overseas players also like our game. So we also have one colleague will take an interview. Let's just find him.
Very busy part. Hello, David.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's Rachel from iChongqing. Would you like to say hello to our audience?
Hello.
Well, may I ask how long have you been living in Chongqing?
About 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Such a long time.
Long
So
time.
how long have you been working in Pathia games?
2 years, I guess.
Well, may I ask what's your responsibility in this company?
I do some translation and I write the stories and do a little bit of the design as well.
I think it's a very important part. Yeah. Well, what do you think is the most interesting part of your job?
Whenever we get to write like funny stuff, like jokes and silly parts, my favorite.
Do you enjoy your time here?
Yeah. I'd choose something else if I did.
All right. So how do you evaluate the products of Pathia games? How do you think of the features of their products, your game?
The products?
Your game. Like my time at Sandrock, my time at Pathia?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think they're pretty good. I think we're doing at least a pretty good job.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right. So I think now we're heading to like try it again. Let me check it. Yeah, this is depth center. Oh, there are also some photos that I think I can also show you. Like here, you see, like we have some photos, like posters on the wall. Yeah, those are all like our games. This is Planet photos.
This is your game?
Yeah, this is our game. Like it's very cool. Yeah, I think it's the first game for Pathia, like under the Pathia name. That's like around maybe they started like back in 2013. Yeah, it's very.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
I think the people in this office look so young and energetic.
Yeah, that's how IT industry works.
Of course. So now I think I could understand why your company could succeed, because with such a group of energetic and passionate and also talented people gathered together to create something that, and also I think they really love the game industry and also the digital industry. So with such a team, you can definitely create something loved by the audience.
There is actually a thing is that when Pathia hire employees, like everyone, they have to be a player, like a game player, even though maybe they actually find a job in extra office or any other thing. Like everyone, like they have to be a game player. That's also the reason. Like, the accent must be of
course.
Yeah. So now we are here. We may just start to like try my China Sandrock.
Yes. Echo, can you share our computer to the audience?
Okay, we are back. We were just solving our, connecting problems, and I hope it's better now. And we typical coders and programmers that I don't like to talk too much. I think the comments is referring your conversation with the staff in the company, right? The boy.
Yeah.
I want to start our part with this one. Okay. So, are you ready for the game?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, before we start our games, can you read these comments for us? Because I've downloaded some of these top comments on Steam for this game. Check this. This one. Great game, really good concept, and has an interesting, aesthetic all its own. Very awesome. I love the art, and overall vibe is great. Gameplay is great, a lot more fun than the last game. I love all the new characters except Yan. Who's Yan?
Yan is also an NPC in game. Is a bit annoying. He's competing with protagonists who will become the best builder.
Okay. Can't wait for the multiplayer. So the multiplayer is like in the official version?
It's planned to be out by the end of this year, but right now it has been implemented. But we promise that it will be in game.
It's a promise, right? Because I've already received some comments from my friends. They wanted me to ask you when is the official version released?
Next year,
please, Harry, please. Only ran into a few little bugs, but the overall game is highly stable. And just this one, I absolutely love this game. It has fighting, farming, and building. Wow, it's really complex. It can be played casually, and the best part is I can post. This is the best part. There is now multiplayer starting up, so if you wish to play a co-op with someone, you can. It is a very pretty game. There is a main quest line, then you have a quest line. Along with the daily commissions, overall, it's just a wonder casual game that a person can play without getting stressed. Okay, now I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys playing it. Okay, go.
I'm gonna start. This is the first gameplay live stream of iChongqing.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. Okay, what are you doing right now? First step.
First, I create a character.
Okay.
I wrote it into my name, and I think there is a lot of defaults, but I'm going to create a character who looks exactly the same as me. Can you hear the voice? I can hear it.
I can hear your voice, but not from the,
so it's okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Well, There's a lot of default, but also we can customize yourself.
Okay, so what would you do with the face?
The same answer.
Choose it here. And if our audience have any suggestions, you can just give your comments. We'll take your advice.
Okay, hi Nico. Hi. So Ken, Nico, and
Hello,
Han,
Nico.
who are with us right now, please share your insights of this hairstyle on this character that we are building right now. New game, right? Yeah. Hi. Trump in New Zealand, right?
And this is hair color.
Trump.
You have black hair.
My time at Porsche, also a game player. What did you think of this game? Trump from.
I'm going to use black hair.
So if you played my time in Porsche, you notice right away that customization.
It's obvious that everyone is fond of this process. Everyone has their own style of hair.
Eyes is a very important part.
What's the hairstyle with the bangs? What's cute?
The hairstyle with the bands looks cute on the character.
Thank you, Nico. So what color of the eye should be? Also black?
I think usually it's black and brown.
Yeah.
I think players can, hanging on this process, on this step for thousands of years, just to create a really cute character or bizarre character for their own.
Well, I think it's okay. I'm quite satisfied with it. Let's start our journey.
Okay.
Choose your best.
What time? Which date is today?
It's actually we only have 4 months in the game.
Location or city?
So 1 month for 1 season.
Do you have this game in Brazil? Is that Han? Is that a city or a place or anything?
This is my birthday. My birthday is at the first day of spring.
Okay, first day of spring.
Yeah, and our journey starts now.
Yeah. Yeah, we also have prepared a save file for you to go through.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is the location of the game. So can you choose any locations? Do you have any other options?
Yeah. You actually just came from home to Sandrock.
Atara is where the aliens of.
I think Sandrock is just a town in the desert, right?
Yeah.
So our job is to create and rebuild this town.
Yes. Yeah.
Great.
You're on the way.
Yeah, I think Kevin, you know me. You know what I say. You can spend a whole day on character creation. Just get it right.
We're on the train. We're from Highway to Sandrock. This is Sandrock, a total desert.
We're taking this tiny mining train.
Sandrock. Sand.
There's a cowboy here.
Yeah, he's the special character. Secret.
He's the only in this game.
There are a few more.
Yeah, it is really cool. It's the first time for iChongqing to live streaming a gaming process, and we have a great content creator with us who is about to comment on this gaming process. I think it's gonna be really exciting.
Oh, my friend. Look, someone is picking me up.
Okay, I'll just put Sound of Mystery with you, and can you comment on this, because I want to hear some really sharp comment on this.
No problem.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you have to put a game on the screen.
Now there is someone called Mian, and she's inviting me. She said, "Hi there, you must be Bridget. I'm Mian, the other new builder. I just closed there a week ago. Nice to meet you." So now we know our position is the new builder of Sandrock Town, right?
Yes. We have 2 new builders came to Sandrock. That's actually like a long time. There haven't been anyone that came to Sandrock, but they come here and want to rebuild the town.
Cool. So Mia said, "I'm here to take you to the Commerce Guild. The retiring builder and the commissioner and they are there. Let's not keep them waiting. Follow me."
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna follow her.
Yeah. So like after this start, I will just show you another mission. Like we have versified it. Yeah.
Where's Mia?
Okay, Trump is all about this game process. What I like the most is you can customize your own home and room. Are you talking about the Porsche or the Sandrock?
Actually, both games you should be able to do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they share the same patterns, right?
Yeah,
Same modes.
they are fundamentally, because it's a sequel. So it's fundamentally the same, but we do add a lot of new things.
Okay. So Trump, are you going to, really looking forward to this one? I think you are. Okay, what you guys are doing?
Okay, just continue. Yeah. Now we can see we met another character called Yin.
Yeah.
Here's the Yan.
Annoying guy.
Okay.
Many people like him.
Yeah. He's my boss.
He came to come up so soon, but it's glad to meet him. So far,
I have to work for him. I have to work in my work.
So, Sound of Mystery, what do you think of this game so far?
Well, right from the start, you notice that despite this being a desert town, it's actually quite vibrant. And I think both the graphics and even art style have evolved a lot. Of course, the golden look is still the same. You'll still be doing a lot of building.
Missions.
Yeah.
And personally, I like the combat a lot because for me, I want to explore the world and try to see if I can attack and kill some high-level enemies before I'm at the same level and I can get some rare item drops.
Okay, what do you think? What do you think, Bridget? What do you think of the game?
Well, I'm just in the very first part. So now Kiki is going to load a file for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can share. Yeah, I think this is one. Wait a minute.
Nice.
This is actually another mission. This is the first big mission for the new builder. Like we'll see what it will happen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now it's like picking up the
sand is flowing.
Oh.
Wind goes down.
Gather.
Yeah.
So first we should pick up some materials.
Need to develop that kind of.
I know what.
Yeah, it's multi.
Are these materials for?
Oh really?
Let me see.
Is it kind of like the same when developing this kind of
inventory
game and
so actually now we have to finish first.
Yeah, picking up the
you see, we have raw materials, right?
Yeah,
already. Yeah. So that's your workshop, right? Now we just put all materials.
Like the share same kind of
like the model. Yeah. Now I just put it.
Okay.
You see the button here. Yeah.
Should put everything here?
Yes.
So what's your first commission?
This is picking up. This is build a crane lift you can see that in the right on the right panel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, like
now
you've actually finished one so quick.
So quick.
You have to pick up the crane lifts like you just built. Yeah, pick up. See here, yes.
I can pick up such a huge machine.
Yes.
In my bag.
Yes, you actually lifted.
Right, thank you.
So do you get the option to
now you will install this one.
like there's a
Install this one. Which plate?
amateur or advanced or
Difficulties?
yeah. You have the option to choose this.
Yeah, I think
The first question.
Okay.
That one.
Okay, Bridget, what kind of a difficult level do you just choose? You choose the easy one, or the advanced one, or the expert one?
I think the easiest one.
You don't say.
I went the wrong way.
Yeah, this way.
I have to follow
Yeah,
the
you just
yeah, this way.
just go to that question mark, please.
What is that? Is an ant
Yes.
next to me?
Yeah. It's end.
Will you just
Can
do
I
it?
fight with him later?
Yeah.
Hey,
You're fine with it.
we're just like,
Wait, wrong way.
Now I'm delivering this huge machine
with
to the
your
right
own
place,
hand.
but I could not find the right
Just
place.
go straight to right.
Okay, sure.
Follow that question mark.
Wow,
Right way. Just to right.
it's cute.
There
It's
is a
cute.
door here. To left. Sorry, to left. You just go back now.
I think. Oh.
No, that's other missions. We have to
I didn't know you need a lot. I didn't know you need a lot of helper on this game, on this easy.
You can go in. Bypass. Sorry. Yeah, we just. Yeah. If we don't bypass. Oh my God.
We don't have enough money.
Oh my God.
We don't have enough money to enter this gate.
Sorry.
That's funny. No, you don't have money.
Oh my gosh, no way. Wait a minute.
So it's just like the real life. You have to have money to do everything.
Oh my God. No.
I'm so poor. I can barely do nothing.
Oh my gosh. What
You're
can
just
we
a
do?
beginner, and you need 200, right?
Yeah, we need 200, but now we don't have enough money. Like even
how
we.
do you get money? Where
Is there any way for us to make some money?
I don't know. Let me see. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can.
This is sharp.
Just
I
go
get
into.
it. Not the comment. The game. The game is sharp. And just when I'm hoping for
Too much like real life. I have to earn money.
hidden goal, I guess that just.
No, I can't go into it. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Can we just jump into this place?
I'm trying to.
Bridget, what are you doing? You're not playing.
We don't have enough money to go into it. Like,
So we are trying to find a way to enter this place without paying anything.
On our hands, the gaming requires.
Like, now we have to like make some money. Like here, maybe we just sell some things. Let me see.
This is fun. This is really, really fun. Okay, what's with the master man?
We will just sell some things.
Now we have to sell our own tools to get money.
You the only
No,
one you
not
have?
this one.
You sell your hammer?
Oh my gosh,
Yes,
we still don't have enough money.
Charm.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What
Can we sell something rich?
I think
this is all things we have.
you need some, Sound of Mystery, please just advise them, just guide them, okay?
No, we just go sell more things.
I never thought it would be such a tough mission for us.
I thought we have enough money. Let me see, like
So can we fight with this
yes.
ant to get some money?
No, we don't have money here, but we can hit. You see?
We can with the materials.
Yeah, attack some enemies and get some money by killing them.
Okay.
It takes time.
We
Okay.
have time. But this is like always we just get some like materials there, like maybe to finish some missions or somehow. Like, we don't get money directly from him.
Okay, our comments, our fans, followers are always supporting for this. Is there something in your inventory that you can sell to get money? I don't think they have any.
Yeah, we just want to sell.
Yeah, we just tried.
Try harder. Well, try harder, guys.
We just sell what
we're getting closer.
Yeah.
30,160.
So, are you guys heading toward the other emission, like the hidden?
This is actually the main storyline we have in the save file, so we have to finish this one.
Okay. I thought it's a really not stressful game. But
no.
No, the comment just told us it's not. It's really relaxing. It's chilling. But guess what?
Oh, I want to say something. Yeah.
So should we pick up something first and then sell them?
But like those kind of things, you cannot sell them usually.
So is there any chilling way that we can enjoy the game? We just made our characters, and in it we just walk around and explore.
Yeah, we can just walk around.
Is there a way to play the game?
Yeah, of course. At the beginning, like you learn the stuff. The NPC.
But I think it is already a very busy town in the desert. There are a lot of shops.
It's already existing game file, and they try to complete the main mission straight away.
Okay.
Normally, you probably should wait a bit, and while they collect more resources, gather some money, and so they can complete the mission.
Okay. Does it have any side game, little games, mini games?
Of course, we have like probably a dozen mini games.
Okay, like what?
During festivals, we have like the sand fishing.
So we just
wow.
The sand.
Okay, so everything is on sand, not water. No water there.
They are water pound.
We're getting close here. Okay. Now we have enough money.
Finally, we got enough money.
So
people need to manage it very well.
Okay. Oh yeah.
We have enough money now.
We can finish this. Awareness from the game. I think. Imagine when you are living in a sand world, you definitely need more water. Who is running up to you, guys? Just me? Is that an NPC?
Yep.
Is there any other characters?
Are you gonna just stop and say hi?
I just saw someone running after me.
Really?
Yeah.
Because what we saw is you are always running and really.
Let's continue.
Yeah, now we can go into this and finish this mission. I think you can just install that one.
We can finally enter this gate.
Yep. Okay. Now you just install the crane left there. And we'll see a CG. Yeah, you see install.
So in the game, we can see there are still some futuristic styling, scene design concept.
Yeah, the game is designed based on a post-apocalyptic background. So after the destruction of the world and the rebuilding of cities, so the city is built up on sand, but it was deserted, and then people built the town up on. So there are like abandoned ruins everywhere, and so definitely some futuristic elements.
Are these all other new builders in this town?
Actually, me and Mia.
Yeah. Why? Okay. What's
they are locals.
Some people are actually from other place, but the thing is, like, they may come before us.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so Yang is good. Yang finally did something right, hiring the two of you. Okay, finally.
Yeah.
Well.
So this place is abandoned ruins?
Yeah, we have some abandoned ruins downstairs because the whole world is actually rebuilt from I would say like a culture before, like maybe many years ago. Like, yeah, so that's why there are a lot of abandoned
Really
ruins.
good. Yeah. Okay.
So why I have a question for Sound of Mystery. What do you think of this background? Why is that? I think many games they design their backgrounds as abandoned, feature abandoned, times abandoned, story lines like that. What do you think of this trend?
Well, it's human nature to rebuild something that's destroyed, and you can always put in lots of ancient technology or real items, even alien things in them. So I think it's and I think it's actually a good thing that we lack money just right before this because we're actually showing more gameplay content to the audience.
Can you? I'm so sorry. I just put you in the main screen because your sound is a little lower before. Can you say that again to the camera? I'm so sorry.
Well, I mean, it's human nature to rebuild something that's destroyed, and I think it's always a good thing you can put a world after apocalypse, a post-apocalyptic world, and you can always put a lot of ancient technology or lost things in ruins and in maybe mining in the mines, and you can even put things like aliens in them. So it's a good base to it's a good thing background to base your game on. And I actually think that it's a great thing that we lack money before this because you're actually showing us more gaming content like the combat and how to buy and sell stuff. So that's good.
That's what you like about this game, right? And what do you think of the role of the games in cultural exchange and dissemination in the context of globalization? Globalization. I'm so sorry. I think it's a big topic, but you can, share some your examples for us or some of your experience.
Well, I mean, for a game like Sandrock, it's more about global experience. But for many games, there are many culture things. So I got into localization for the same reason I got into content creation because indie game developers often have no connections or budget to plan for multi-language localizations. And it's a pity that some interesting games will not be accessible to local players due to the language barrier. So I took it upon myself to provide some translation for them. I often make a video or stream these games and gauge interest from my viewers so the developers can instantly have an idea if doing a Chinese localization will bring in sales. By doing this, I can persuade them to add in Chinese localization. Both Dead Cells and Slay the Spire got their Chinese localization this way, and we've maintained good relationship of all these years. For culture exchange, one story I really like to talk about is Dead Cells Get Good Easter egg from the Dark Souls series. The phrase is hard to translate word for word. It's a corrupted version of Get Good, and isn't popular enough to be recognized as a reference among Chinese players. So I basically made up a new sentence combined with already existing memes about improving one's skills, called 菜就多练练. It just means if you are not very good, you should just practice. So the Chinese version now is quoted by tens of thousands of people across different gaming genres and basically has entered the gaming lexicon, even used among Souls-like players. So that's a great story of how translation doesn't only carry one thing from the source language, but could also bring life, give birth to new stuff in the target language. And we are now seeing more and more indie games and publishers put Chinese localization into consideration. And more Chinese games are looking to support multiple foreign languages when they launch, like the Dyson Sphere program, like, of course, the Pathia games, Planet Explorers, and the My Time series. So for that, I'm happy because I like to think that I've contributed a little bit to this thing. And I sincerely hope that all of gamers all over the world can get to enjoy more interesting games regardless of their original language.
Thank you. And we have some games worldwide that took Chongqing's cultural and city features for the scene designing. We have Hitman 3. I don't know if you guys familiar with this game, last year released. They released a map of Chongqing and having these characteristic city scenes in Chongqing, like the buildings, like the bridges, the layers of the streets, etc. Really quite cyberpunk feeling style, right? And we have a former coworker, Mikhail. I don't know our audience remember Mikhail. He made a lot of great content, and he was really into this game. He wanted to cosplay it and make a video out of it. It will be cool, but I don't know when it will just come out, but we are looking forward to Mikhail to come back and work on this. And the other one, Black Myth Wukong, it released a trailer video last year. It took some scenes of the Dazhuru Caverns in Chongqing. The Buddhas, very beautiful. Dazhuru Caverns is one and the only world cultural historic site in this city, a place you must visit when you are in here. So this question is for both all of us. Are you interested in some games that use Chongqing's geographical and architectural conditions to highlight the background?
Well, I visited Chongqing just once, but it's really a unique experience to navigate through its complex geography. I think it really lends well to game level design because of the verticalness of it, because you can go upstairs and see you're on ground level, and you can go downstairs and find that you are yourself on a hill. So of course, people probably won't go out of their way to look for the city, to look for Chongqing in video games, but it's a good promotion point. And honestly, the city has great landscapes, like you just mentioned in Hitman 3. You can see the night view of the city, and I've actually seen a lot of videos of local Chongqing content creators comparing the game scene to their real-life city places. I mean, you're always going to be amazed by things like the monorail running through the buildings and places like night view at Hongya Cave. I know I have, so I think it's a great thing.
Okay, we hope that more streets and buildings in Chongqing can be known by the games, because the game is like a language for everybody in the world. It can just, go right through from any culture in every corner of the world. So, Ms. Jing, if I am an independent game developer, I wanted to develop a game with authentic Chinese cultural characters, what kind of support can I get from the software park?
Yes, first, we welcome all different kind of developers or indie teams or companies come to China and come to Chongqing and come to Chongqing Software Park. As we just talked about, Chongqing is a very magic and very punk city. And now the government is also actively to apply for the territory online games, the content review. So we are going to do a lot of things on game industry. And as for our park, Chongqing Software Park, we just talked about that. Maybe I will give a little more information about our park. Our park is a music platform, and we are also do a lot of different industry fields, and digital content is one of this part. And besides that, our team is very professional and very real in in the field, in the park field. I mean, every city we know in China, like the first tier city or the crazy first tier city or the second tier city, there always has a park named after the city. And in such park, we always can see numbers of high-tech companies and programmers, people, a lot of people there. And our park, Chongqing Software Park, is also like this. We hope to gather such kind of maybe numbers of like 10,000 or more than that to gather this. And what we can do is to that, many things we can do. And and they are also what we are doing right now. Like and setting up companies, like hire people. Let's just talking about that, and we also can, getting the working permit, and we can also connect the people, especially the local industry circle, to the developers or companies or startups. We all hope they can come. And I think the most importantly, because maybe some of them, it is the first time they come to China, they come to Chongqing, we can help to get familiar with Chongqing. They know about Chongqing as the local people do. And just as we said, because Chongqing is very punk and very different city, I think if you come, you will love this city and love us like this very lovely bunch of people, I think. Yes.
Thank you. So in late April, the Minister of Commerce issued a notice on the issuance of the overall plan of the comprehensive pilot program for expanding and opening up for the service industry in Chongqing. There's a new policy on this notice that attracts many, people in this industry, game industry. It says it will support Chongqing to actively create conditions to apply for the pilot program for territorial online game content review. It is really important because the analysts, they believe that content review is one of the most important regularity measures for online games based on the protection of minors and other reasons, right? So if Chongqing sees the opportunity to create an atmosphere for innovation, improve the supervision mechanism, it will surely promote the high quality development of the game and give birth to the capital of games. I think that's the future for Chongqing. So the last step, I think that is what Chongqing's game industry needs to be improved or gain more support. What do you think?
I think we need more original products with strong research and development, like teams, startups, or companies, and with so strong research and development capabilities. And that is very important. Like we also have some companies in Chongqing, like Pathia, like we can see other like GSQ and like the Shine Color, some of them. And we also have some companies already, they have gathered in Chongqing Software Park. And we also, maybe I just say a little more, we have a special park. One of them is just called the digital creative. And I just forget a little.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. You're doing it great.
Yeah, it's one of the parks for the digital contents. So we hope we just to gather more and more companies like us, so we can do a lot of things to Chongqing and to China, so we can let more people in maybe overseas, other countries, different countries to know about us. Yeah.
What do you think? Is there some, as Jen just mentioned, more companies get into this business, more developers, and does there have any cooperation opportunities for companies and companies or between in this industry?
I think the most important thing is to have a leading enterprise, a video game enterprise locally in Chongqing. Obviously right now we have a few indie game studios here in Chongqing, and it's become relatively well known in China. But I think if one of us can grow into like a leading enterprise in China, and it can therefore attracts more people to know about Chongqing, more people know about the Chongqing's gaming industry, and more people will come. And obviously that will take time, but I hope that
it's promising
in the future there's at least one of the companies will go into that shape and become a leading company in the gaming industry in China.
So what do you guys think of the future development of the console game market? Because we already know that China's game market is huge. The most revenue in this market is mobile games, right? And I think this question is for all of us. First, can I ask Sound of Mystery to share your insights of this? What do you think of the future development of console game in China?
Well, I look forward to it because When I hear about the government policies and the tech parks in Chongqing, I was reminded of all the government-funded games from the Western countries like Australia and Canada. They all have very good support for local or console games. So I hope to see more of it. I think we have already a very mature market for mobile gaming. So more and more good developers and programmers are going to have their ambitions about console games and single-player games. And I hope the future is bright, because otherwise I will lose my job.
True story, really true. Okay, what do you guys think? The console game. Do you think there will be more players in China choose console game over the mobile or the website game?
I think right now is still we have larger numbers of users of maybe mobile. It's that the most large numbers. We still, but still maybe I'm not right. If yes, because I know because some still there are some users like maybe different ages. Yeah, the age is very important. Different ages like maybe different. So, but like maybe up age like maybe 30 or up. They will like more about the console, the games. So it's still a lot. Maybe this is a very big question because this is how the game company to plan their games, their plot or their
marketing,
users, the marketing
their
because,
target.
But I think maybe there's very promising because right now we hope more and more people like maybe more the age up to at least 20, maybe 25 or up, we can play more time on this. Maybe I think it's very promising. I think so it's different because China is it's a big market. Also, it's a different. It's not compared to the
U.S. market.
The foreign countries. It's very different. So we still need time to maybe we need to pay more attention to the console games. We think, I think it's very
promising.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's it. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Chris Su, Jian Xueyan, and Sound of Mystery, and Bridget, who is beside you, because
Kiki.
of the community.
Yeah, Kiki.
Kiki. Okay, thank you, Kiki.
Kiki from Pathia Games.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Pathia Games, for showing us all of this content and the live. The gaming experience is really cool, and I'm really grateful for having you guys here connecting with me and watching this video, watching this live stream with me, and show this game industry topic. It's new to iChongqing, and it's a key industry in China and in Chongqing. So the 2022 Smart China Expo in Chongqing is about to kick off on Sunday. This year's theme is the Smart City. There will be forums, events, activities, and online right now about this advanced technologies and industries worldwide. You can take today's live stream as the trailer of this great event, and I have another live stream later. Less than 2 hours. So we will be connecting with Singapore again this time, and we will be talking about the smart and sustainable buildings and new energy. Please stay tuned with us, like and share and subscribe. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.